I'm going to go over the dreams. April 25th, 7:42 a.m. Somebody that I know in a car, and they kept trying to speak to my husband and going over memories of me. April 26th at 6:13 a.m. Saw celebrities. They gathered at someone's home. They were drinking blood in a nice cup, like a wine cup, and they danced in a circle, and maybe some random candles in the background. April 26th at 9:02 a.m. School. Which means the world. There was African American Barbies with froze. One called Strong or Strength. Other shopping type Barbie. Saw someone watching my pickiness of food. How and when I would take something out of the food. April 26th at 10:20 a.m. Energy happened. And African Americans, they had to ask at pool on camera. They had to ask at in the pool on camera till help got there. Oh, emergency. So an emergency happened in the ghetto. African Americans, they had to ask at the pool on camera till help got there. Because of it, some stepped out of camera view. People got worried and suspicious. Somebody made fun of, I think, God's land. And someone I know defended the land, saying he's worked hard for things on the land, how it looked and how he always provided. I saw people that I know and her husband, they were looking at me in a way. Told someone else to hold on to my purse. April 28th at 5:46 a.m. I had a dream I gave birth to tons of babies. Tons of kittens, like they came out of my body. In summer room, ? Revelations 12. Gave birth to the people Revelations 12:17 gave birth to the people that follow the commandments. April 28, 8:06 a.m. There was teenage boys flirting but already had bad intentions. They're worse than our generation. I told someone to stop looking at a girl's body part on TV. April 29, 4:49 a.m. It says Jeffrey and AJ, they work, play hula hoop with rope. So I stood in the middle, but they were so into each other's company. So it looks like it's somebody else's eyes I'm looking through, because they have the biggest crush. And they were seeking that person's attention, but the two guys were into each other. But he was also just so busy with his best friend. This might be peak school. April 29 at 8:36 a.m. There was a shotgun pulled at work. So this could be for somebody else, maybe. I didn't feel fear. Ended up visiting someone's dad to tell him about it. Weird powder or substance at this job. When the gun was pulled, tried calling higher ups, but there was none. All employees were ranked same, but with different titles. So that could be somebody else. April 30th at 4:03 a.m. 2 women in space walking or in plane are ready to come down for marriage. They were wearing wedding dresses already. Family would contact them with strange technology. April 30th at 9:57 a.m. A bone popped. God killed 2 women, ? Somebody that I know did not drink or go into the hypnotizing time in mornings or a show. Saw someone I know has box by her bed. But I wanted them to stay with me. April 30th, so Well, it looked like I was talking about my cats. Somebody was watching them. But I wanted them to stay with me. April 30th at 9:58 a.m. Getting in tub but was afraid, felt uneasy, or felt death was around. I saw people that I know, they were walking up the hill with their kids and snacks. So they're going up the hill, so they're getting closer to God. May 1st at 10:34 a.m. Saw a poem or writing someone did. I published it and then had someone who knew that person show them, look, isn't that your poem? So that sounds like somebody else. May 3rd at 5:58 a.m. Arguing with a guy who sat to the left of me. He wanted to make fun of my speech, but he spoke so low I couldn't hear his insults. His friend agreed. He tried telling girl next to me, the right of me, but she was annoyed. He was messing with her phone. Someone who was like teacher or authority kept saying, let me see your work, your papers. Where's this or where's that? Like permission from parents, ? He made me stand in front of the people or classroom to try and humiliate me, but I stood confidently ready to speak. So yeah, it sounds like when I'm trying to explain myself and the whole experience I've had with God. May 4th at 6:58 a.m. Finished right of school. Need to finish left of school? ? Visited high school. It wasn't the same. Walked with God. Saw a kid messing with the lights. He saw a loose or open-ended fire, got excited, and rubbed it together with other wire, and he got high voltage. Electrocuted. I was so worried I tried to release him from it. He was released and cried. So that sounds like school. I'm walking with God, and then somebody tested if I was really working for God, and then they got electrocuted. Either they got electrocuted or something in their life that God did. There was a scarf store. I was someone else who was getting hired there. I was excited. Messed with checkout, rotating pillow. Employees, come look at these scarves, spoke of them. They were expensive, long scarves. So I could see what other people are doing, is what he shows me. Saw I was someone else, explaining to old friends, this is my clothing now. Just a warm-up jumpsuit and had a unicorn on it. Talking, someone, maybe John. Someone saw, hold on, this is my last cigarette. So somebody was quitting smoking cigarettes. May 5th at 7:27 a.m. Behind the rainbow balloon at grocery store. Invited people like someone's family to come eat. But when they came, they were complaining. Yeah, so everyone is invited, or God's people are invited to the Lamb's Supper, which is the wedding where you commit fully to all of God's ways, and the covenant is with me. So when you're coming to the land, everyone's going to be complaining because it's going to be all old style. May 5th at 7:31 a.m., which is how the people of Moses were always complaining. It's going to be the same. May 5th at 7:31 a.m. Saw guys going somewhere to rob a job. Put on a hat disguise. Do coke. Ate some. Let 2 girls follow them in house. Said to self, don't get too high. Have to go. Then guys said, don't or anything that people will recognize you after the job. Saw a rich house, was going to park, but cars in way. Then as parking guys just used his back driveway, he just reversed his car through their cars. So now no cars are in the way to park. So I'm seeing what people are up to. They're about to do a robbery and they're parking on a 2-way driveway. May 6th at 4:10 a.m. Yeah, I had a dream that said I like Kim Jong-un. He's smart. So somebody was saying that, and I think it was God, but I'm not sure. I was telling someone, but another said he doesn't compliment his men. Someone else said, but they say 'cause he's not gay. It's not how they are over there. Then told someone, if this one step is made, it will be World War III. Yeah, I posted that dream. May 6th at 9:11 a.m. There was a prison. Girls that were prisoners were just picked by a guy. They were there and just made them their girlfriend. So in prison, the guys just made the girls be their girlfriend. So that could be somewhere else, because here we don't have the girls and boys together. Had to fight guys too. It was scary. Torture prison. But there was a river or a stream that flowed through this prison yard. I saw I had to climb to 3rd or 4th floor or higher to get to outdoor mailboxes. When climbing, screws were coming off. The large metal frame that holds mailbox, when climbing, anyone could die just to get their mail. Saw someone helping this girl, telling her how to escape. One day a tiger entered through the river, and this was perfect timing to escape through river, as tiger is a distraction, but would have to follow under dirty water closely behind the tiger. May 6th at 9:12 a.m. Saw we had to cut or trim our trees. We climbed ladder. Yeah, we have so many trees that are just growing big, so we have to trim them. May 7th at 9:44 a.m. Other teenagers doing freak-offs together. Yeah, so kids are easily influenced, especially the younger generation, because they don't really know God or care to know God, and they're growing up in a world that says it's okay to have orgies because everyone is is bi, and so they're messing with boys and they're messing with girls, and then so they pretty much just have orgies, and then the whole Diddy, that rapper, about his freak offs. So then the teenagers start doing their own freak offs also, or they have orgies and all that. May 9th at 9:02 a.m. Saw people taking things out of someone's garage. I already told them someone was gonna try stealing. Saw a green pimped up car take wheels or rims or something for tires. I saw my cat walking around the house. May 11th at 2:59 a.m. Saw people pretending to be poor or have problems to get benefits. Saw poor little girls. I wanted them to play a game there with furry squishy beanbag and M&Ms. Guy left guy for work. Car was a pimped out car. He drove crazy. And that one's personal. That one's personal. May 14th at 7 a.m. Hanging out with my beloved. Which is Jesus. Getting ready to go on trip. People sleeping before drive. Gave them something to help them stay up. May 14th at 11:08 a.m. Somebody recognized my husband as someone that knows God. May 15th at 3:11 a.m. The cat's hanging and jumping around on my husband. May 15th at 9:30 a.m. Cat being happy, crazy. Someone would take little dog or kittens to be stuffed while it was still alive and healthy. That's horrible. So that's somebody else. May 15th at 9:32 a.m. Saw school or home. I was telling my experiences with God to girl. She seemed unfazed because she had her book of notes and experiences with God. I said, no, but if you have no proof, then you can't use it. Could have been your imagination, is what I told her. Yeah, people think that they've had their experience with God, but you need to have proof of what He's telling you and what's fulfilled, so you could know that you really have heard from Him. Unless it's just your imagination. May 15th at 9:34 a.m. My husband was telling me the cat's climbing on the roof and stuff. Outside is a beautiful day, his and our happy day. Yeah, we have good days here with all our animals. May 16th at 9:50 a.m. Going to a pool party, this lady gave away this food at her house. Even though we didn't expect going there, there was cops blocking the streets. That could be somebody else. May 16th, 11:17 a.m. Something about email connected to YouTube was blocked. So right now, my channel was blocked, but I could access YouTube, but I did have to make a new email. Oh, so that already happened, yeah. I made a new email so I could try to have another channel on YouTube because my old address is blocked, yeah. May 17th at 4:49 a.m. Store in ghetto. A girl, new store. She was speaking to someone there. She notices owner not at checkout, and a long line started forming at the register. So even though she didn't work there, she hopped on register to help get rid of line and waiting customers. Saw she rested head on movie 10 Commandments. So she may be helping because she follows the 10 Commandments. Think she spent night there. She closed doors, bars on doors, helped her feel safer there than out and open. So it looked like she's homeless, so she's living at that store. May 19th at 7:28 a.m. Saw save chocolate or meat for holiday. Yeah, so right now the feasts. You have to make sure you're following the feasts. Look up the Jewish calendar and follow the feasts, and then look up the verses to know what God commands us to do as far as offer a meat offering, or you have to eat the unleavened bread for 7 days, or so we're going through the feasts right now. One's coming up, so you need to look up the Jewish calendar, see what feast is coming, then look up the Bible verse that explains what we do. May 20th at 7:30 a.m. Yeah, I saw somebody that I know it's like we're facing each other, like we're seeing who's the leader right now. Because there's other dreams I have where people want to teach me lessons, so they'll be standing in front of the classroom and I'll be sitting on the chair, but that's not how it's going to be. But people want that. They want to be the teachers to me. But this woman, we were facing each other like it's a face-off right now of who. Somebody that I know DJing at the party. I saw mosquitoes flying around. May 21st at 8:35 a.m. feeding cats. May 24th at 7:03 a.m. in like a school learning. Of course, it's the world, or the world with God. Somebody that I know tried to bite me, which means they want to argue or belittle me or what I'm going through. And then I saw people are coming. May 24th at 8:44 a.m. Somebody that I know is watching me from afar and getting in shape, ? Acting like she knew it all or was studying, want to be more part of the city, like a city job. Her husband listened to her well. Monday, 7:21 a.m. With husband and people, I said out loud, while no one's job is impressive. So it looked like we were talking about people's jobs, and I was trying to let them know, well, your jobs aren't impressive. I think I saw Halloween stuff in garage. So I wonder if that's going to happen during the Halloween time. I saw someone that I know they soiled themselves. So at that moment, he was vulnerable. Tuesday, 8:39 a.m. In school, people talking and laughing spoke of, let's just pee in the man urinals, but there are no doors. So someone that I know, she was taller than me because of her heels on, and she wanted to be higher. Yeah, there's other women that I could see, they want to be higher than me in rank and be leadership. So I have dreams of them trying to step up to me in a way. So it shows like they have high heels on or they're on their tippy toes. Wednesday at 5:49 a.m. Two different people, two different names, waiting to work. But other people were looking to rest, ? Wednesday at 7:33 a.m. There was a hole in buildings. Yeah, I think, let me read it. There was holes in the buildings I slept on. So I don't know if that's a sign of war, because there was a hole in the building on the roof. And then I slept on steps of a spiral staircase. So I was on the top. And I looked down and I saw all these animals. There was birds, pigeons, a bunny, cat, and you could see that there was a lion there and it was devouring something. So I know that's God. But all these animals were there. I knew that the world was bad there. There was no school. So it's like the apocalypse, the war, a lot of death. I wanted to take my cats, but somebody said the jail buildings are not safe. I saw a building fancy with marble floors, but it was flooding up to the waist with water. So I saw holes in the walls, on the roofs, and then I saw flooding up to the waist. People would just urinate in the water. Somebody that I know, I was sitting in the back seat. So I'm not a priority to this person. They're not letting me drive when I'm in the back seat. So it keeps changing for this person. Sometimes I'm driving for this person, and sometimes I'm just in the back seat where I'm not priority. Whatever is going on here isn't priority. A girl kept trying to give me notes, maybe about apocalypse. Looked like no sense, or their theory. I think it was God said that she's just loony, stay away from her. So somebody else was trying to tell me about the apocalypse. But God said to just stay away from her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Saw men fighting. And they were fighting to rape. They were killing one another to get that woman. Saw a flooded building. There was laughing, but it wasn't me. Somebody thought that it was fun, like an adventure. I showed her, no, wasn't me laughing. Thursday, 7:37 a.m. My husband and I in school. And then the one I had this morning at 8:07 a.m. was about somebody that I know. And it said, if you're still looking at chicks, then you're not ready. You're not ready for the land and the strictness of God. Okay, that's it for now. God bless.